Thank you. Hello, everyone. This is Martin Ycaza, and you are listening to En Podcast con Martin Ycaza. On episode 10 of the podcast, we're talking about ex-cons and what happens when they get out of prison or jail after they serve their sentence. Do you want me to tell you exactly what else I said on podcast 10? It's your turn to go listen to it first, and then that way you can catch up on here. I'm not trying to be mean, but I cannot do two podcasts at the same time. You know what I mean? It's one episode per moment. I cannot do two episodes at once. Moving right along. So, how does the government think that these people are going to be living life without money, with a horrific background, even though they already paid their debt to society and they paid with jail time or prison time? These people are crucified forever. And I say crucified forever because it's like a crucifixion. They're in pain the entire rest of their life because that's going to be hanging in front of them, making it very hard to find a place to live, a good work, a good job, making it extremely difficult to move along the way without going back to what they know what to do, what they used to do before, when they used to make money. So, I mean, why ruin somebody's future if they already paid the dues that they're supposed to? Now, I understand certain scenarios, like, for example, somebody who rapes a child. Yes, that person should be registered and people should know where these child molesters are located at. But then again, I'll tell you something that I found out not too long ago. A friend of mine was sent to prison because the girlfriend was so upset that he was going to leave her that she thought to herself, if I am not going to have him, nobody else will. And she lied and said that the boyfriend was molesting the daughter. Yeah, and it was a lie. So he's serving time right now for molesting somebody that he never molested. Not only that, but do you know what happens to the child molesters when they go to prison or jail? I don't know about jail, but I've heard prison stories that they beat the crap out of those people because they were not men enough to deal with an adult. Rather, they decided to ruin a child's memory, a child's future. So don't believe everything you hear about crimes because you don't know if it's true or not. You don't know the consequences or what happened during the arrest or why is this really happening. People go to jail sometimes and it's not even their fault. Not all the time, but a lot of times. More than you can imagine. Okay? Some people may go to jail or prison because they didn't have any money. So they stole to be able to eat, to bring food to the table where their children were waiting to be fed. Nobody should steal. You know, you're right. But there are extreme circumstances that makes people do certain things to be able to survive. And I don't think it's okay, nor do I think it's wrong. What I think is wrong is all the people that have so much money and they don't help others. That's what I think is wrong. Yes. What I think is wrong is the $170 or $200 that the government gives to a family to help them out with their groceries for a whole entire month. And forget it. If that person is on disability, they're not getting those $200. I was researching that most of these people that are on disability, which they don't make enough money to begin with, if they're lucky, they get like $20 to $30 a month in EBT, which is food money or food card or whatever you want to call it. $30 for an entire month. $1 a day. Where does the government think that we are living at? In a third world country? That we're going to find rice for 25 cents? Come on, people. This government really sucks sometimes. But I'm not putting down the government 100%. It's not their fault because it is. So, going back to the ex-con, don't let me talk about nothing else, people, because I'll lose track and I'll start talking about something else, and you know what it is. I have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Meaning that I need to take methamphetamine, Adderall, to be able to concentrate and follow the link. Okay, because I can easily get distracted, okay? So don't forget to drop in your chat. If you are online, invite friends via email. Oh, I can invite people email, invite Facebook friends. Okay, so the people on Facebook can hear me. I get it. I thought anyone could actually just drop in a chat, but it's really more for the circle of your friends that can be invited. And here I go, talking about something else. Basically, I was looking at my handheld equipment that I'm doing the podcast right now, and it says chat. So that means that I can chat with people. They can ask me questions. But it's not an open website where people can just go and ask questions. It has to belong to my group of friends on Facebook in order for them to ask me a question. Okay? And yes, I'm driving while I'm doing the podcast. I always do. Because in order for me not to do anything else, like if I don't get bored. The truth is I get bored when I drive alone, And I have to make sure that I keep busy or else I might not out. You know what I mean? But I have arrived home. So, ex-cons, it's very important that you guys see the importance of helping others when they are getting out of prison or jail, because they have no place to go. They have no food. They have no clothing. And they are forced to go back and doing whatever they used to do before because they know how to make money that way. And you know what's going to get them? They're going to get themselves in trouble again and again and again, because that is the whole purpose of doing all of this, because they don't want the people to progress. It's true. I am a firm believer that it's the truth, because otherwise, why no one has done anything about it since whenever this was invented? I'm not from your country. I am from Ecuador. But since I can remember coming to this country at age 9, the laws are pretty much the same for people that go to jail or prison. The thing sticks into your record. And you're not able to do absolutely nothing. You can sponsor one, but that's it. What if you do 2? And it's not easy to get a job for these people. I mean, I know people that they've been struggling looking for a job, and they cannot find jobs because the first thing they ask them is, have you been convicted of a felony at all? No time for screaming. But that's what it feels like, screaming. So, of course, what percentage of the population have been in jail or in prison? I will tell you on the next episode that is going to come up right after this one, because I'm going to be talking about ex-cons. I'm going to bring some interesting figures to you, some interesting facts. Maybe in about 3 to 4 episodes, I'm going to be interviewing some ex-convicts, so you can hear it from their own mouth of what is life after prison. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut my podcast short today because I have a lot to prepare for the next podcast, and I want to make sure that all the information that I give you is 100% real, and that it's not something that I heard or something that somebody else told me. No, I want to make sure that I give you facts and real, up-to-date information on everything that I say. Otherwise, why am I doing this, correct? But remember that if you need to travel anywhere in the world, if you need to take a cruise, airplane, you need a hotel, you need a car rental, whatever you need to visit www.uniquewaytravel.com. UNIQUEWAYTRA, V as in Victor, EL.com. uniquewaytravel.com. On that website, you will find different ways to serve that site, the site. You're also going to see within the site, you're going to see Expedia, you're going to see hotels.com, and you're going to see VRBO, because they have a partnership, so you can actually book on your own, or if you want the services of a travel agent, under the comments, you can just write them in internal email, and you can always say, for example, hey, I want to go to Hawaii for 7 days, 2 people, and or 10 days for 2 people. My budget is $7,000 for hotel and airfare and transportation from and to the airport. Can you please make a proposal to me? So they will send you a proposal, 3 of them, 1 within your budget, 1 under budget, and 1 over budget, so that way you have a view and an understanding of what's out there, okay? And the quotations are absolutely complimentary. It doesn't obligate you to buy anything. It's like shopping around. It's like when you go to a store and you say, can I try this, can I try that, can I see this, can I see that? It doesn't mean because you're trying it, you're going to buy it, right? So it's the same way. You tell them where you want to go, what you want to do, how many days you want to stay, who's going, how many people, and they'll be more than happy to give you their pricing and what they handpicked for you. The difference between using a travel agent and an automated system is that a travel agent will handpick your vacation to the best of their knowledge, and by many times it's by their own experience. Also, it's always best to use a travel agent, because if you run into any problems anywhere in the world that you don't like the hotel because it's not the same way that it looks like online, or whatever the reason may be, the travel agent will speak on your behalf. You don't have to deal with anything, and your trip will be fixed immediately of whatever situation that you may be going through. You don't have to spend hours and hours on the phone trying to find a live person to help you out. Remember, www.uniquewaytravel.com. My name is Martin Ycaza, and I am with En Podcast con Martin Ycaza. Until next time.